welcome back to Tool Review Tuesday. So today we're going to be doing a review on the Milwaukee M18. Oh, we're losing the tripod here. Let me get that tightened up. Okay, so we're going to be reviewing the Milwaukee M18. What do you call these things? People call them miter saws. I call them a circular saw. And they have versatility. You can put different blades. You can cut hardy plank siding. They even make a blade just for that. It's the James Hardy blade. So we'll start right off. This is, and I tell people in these reviews, I don't clean the tools up. I don't get brand new out of the box stuff. And sometimes you'll see tools that look better than others, but this is real world, out of the field reviews. So as a contractor for well over a decade and a half now, I think I know a little bit about some tools. This saw in particular, I have had for 5 years. This saw has built hundreds, if not thousands, of fences. And I expected this to die a long time ago. And still, it keeps going. And it's very functional still. So, let's go over the pros with this one. Now, this is the older generation, but that is the newer generation. You will see some differences in these saws themselves. So this being the older generation, we'll go over the pros. It does have the attachment where you can put, it even comes with a little clip on where you can put your vacuum cleaner up to that, and it'll suck some of the sawdust out of there. But when you're really on a job site, unless you're working in a shop, you're not going to find yourself using it. I've personally never used it. So we're going to go over the pros. This saw, especially for people that build fencing, when we're hanging our 2x4 rails, it has this hanger where you can hang it right on a 2x4, and that's great for people framing roofing, you name it. It's a great framer saw. And it has ambidextrous, or I think the word's ambidextrous, but left-handed and right-handed controls. So that's the blade or the power release. You have to push this button down to be able to get the saw to turn on. It's a safety. The pros of this, other than it lasting, I'd say 500 charges of the battery. I don't know how many thousands of cuts that is, but I have probably gone through, I'd say at least 600 fences. And this thing is the primary tool that you're going to be using to build a fence. So this has outlived anything that I have owned as far as Milwaukee. And it is a heavy saw. There's no doubt about that. And much like in last week's review, everything that I said about the Milwaukee Hacksaw not being heavy duty enough, they did a pretty good job on this. But we're going to go to the cons now, okay? This little thing likes to get loose, right? And you've got to take it off, recalibrate it, tighten the center screw, and this controls this. And what'll happen is over time this knob will start to slip, and then you can't get it tight anymore. So you have to take it all apart, tighten this little screw. Sometimes I'll put like a bead of glue or something in there just to keep it from getting loose again. Not a big deal. The blade return on this, as you can tell, is very weak. And that's due in part because of this spring breaking right here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that spring is broken. But I've rigged it up to be functional. But this is your old model. Now let's bring in the new model. Let's see what they changed. The new model is slightly lighter. This one has been used, I've used this for like 2 years now. I got it this time in 2024. And it has differences immediately. So your lever to lift your saw, whatever you want to call it, your saw guard, your blade guard, is different. This one's got more of a comfortable grab to it. It is a better handle. I'm not entirely sure why they put this different design on here. There's probably a functional reason, but my industry hasn't had a need for figuring that out. They did improve a few things on this saw, and that is where this, you had to grab to adjust the tilt with both hands, or not both hands, but with your whole hand. This one, you can just use your thumb, so it's a little more fast when you're on the fly. This saw has a better built, but you see how this one slipped out of place and it doesn't want to work right? I've got to take it all apart now, and it is better. It is better. It has done better than the other one, but you see how I can't get it to unlock because it's bumping into this. I have to take it off and reset it so that it'll actually go the full length. So it's real sticky, as you can tell. Those are the cons on this saw. This one also has a light, and I like this one. It seems to just cut straighter. It's just a better cutting saw, and it really could be due to the difference in use. This shaft has got a little bit of play in it. This one has no play in it, and that play could be causing it to veer and make improper cuts. But if I had to tell you one thing from Milwaukee that I know is going to treat you good, it's going to be one of these saws. I'm not going to tell you if it's something that's junk, that it's a good buy. We're going to be doing a lot of different brands. Milwaukee has no affiliation with me, but I just happen to favor their equipment. And if you're looking at buying one of these, I would most certainly buy a Milwaukee Fuel 7 1/4 inch circular saw. Thanks for watching.